If you go out into the woods today, you're going to find yourself with me, Ted E. Bear, watching hashtag truth. Scott Larson, thanks for giving us something to invest in. It's time to call off.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to hashtag truth. Tonight we are with the one, the only. Let me put the names up there. Apparently, I was doing a self video and I don't even have the names up there. We are here with the one, the only Xander Oxley. Travis Mathis is his real name. He is a referee. We are now starting referee week. Before I get to Travis, I want to first thank the Prince of the Cruiserweights. He sent me a shirt. I love it. I want to thank Kid Cutter and Mama Cutter for sending me the shirt. I will wear it proudly along with all my other gear that anybody ever sends me. Thank you guys very much for that. So what's going on, Travis? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How about you, sir?
I am doing great. We are Luke Fury said, "What's up?" right
away.
In. And he said, "Screw the Prince." I got it.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Rivalries galore on hashtag truth, man. So let's start off. This is referee week. I did this a while back, probably a couple years ago, and had a great audience. And I'm probably going to do this for the next 3 months. A lot of referees got a hold of me. I reached out to you first. You accepted. So you're my number one guy. How long have you been refereeing, sir?
For a little over 3 months now.
Okay. You said since September, correct?
Yeah, September 1st was my first match.
Okay. So you're pretty new to the game. What got you started in refereeing, man? What made you decide to enter the crazy world of professional wrestling?
And I didn't know it was going to be this crazy until I got into it. Outside looking in is totally different than being on the inside.
Right.
To be honest, it was my kid. I was just trying to get him invested into wrestling like I was when I was little, and he just never would grab onto it. I always bought him the toys, try to get him to watch TV, and he just would never grab. So I was like, well, let's go to a local show and see what it's like. I just kind of fell into it backwards after that. I just kind of started connecting with promoters and talent and everybody, just being social and talking. And I just kind of got really close to Michael Elliott at NAWA.
Okay.
And I wanted to.
I'm assuming then that you referee at NAWA. Do you referee anywhere else other than there?
So currently, I've refed at NAWA and APW in Bowling Springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right in my backyard, man. Okay. I could throw a rock and hit APW from where I live, man. Yeah. Luke Fury said he's been doing really good. Keep it up, bro. So there you go. Your first compliment.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Usually, people don't have a lot of good things to say about referees, because you guys got that blind eye, and you miss a lot of things. And how did you take that the first time it actually happened to you, man? Because I know fans say stuff, and you hear it inside the ring.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's funny. It's different, man. When you're on the outside, you pay more attention to that kind of stuff when you're sitting ringside. But once I get in there, I can't hear the audience or the fans really. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. unless there's someone that's being blatant about what they're saying and loud. Now I've heard a few people call me a few choice names.
Well, that's the life of being a ref. That's a life of being a ref right there.
And kids hate me.
Oh yeah.
They'll come up to you right after a show every time and tell you how much you suck.
Oh, especially when you count out the good guys. You give the 3 count to the good guy, to the bad guy. He gets the win. Oh yeah, you're scum after that. Right. It's always like that.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I got into it because of my son, and I just wanted to be a part of it. And I the way it started was I started helping set up and tear down, and I got that opportunity to get in there and give it a shot. And I have an 8-year-old, and he's ecstatic, because I'm a part of it. So I have to keep that magic alive with him as well, because after every match, he's like, "Dad, you really need to train more on catching these guys when they're cheating." And I have to yeah, buddy, I'll keep doing my best. I'll keep trying. I will. I promise. I'll do better.
Wait till he gets old enough and the light turns on. That's
right. Yeah.
Oh, my dad was good.
Yeah. He fooled me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Oh boy, look at here. Kid Cutter is talking to Luke Fury. He said, "You think the king? You think you the king? It's funny. You'll find your cutoff soon."
Oh boy.
Words. Luke Childers, my buddy, man. He said he can't hear us on YouTube. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know why it's not working right. I guess I'll have to check it here in a second. But stay with us on Facebook. At least you can hear us here. For some reason, my microphone's been acting funny, and I've been going rounds with it for the last 4 or 5 days. So I don't know what's going on. That's probably what it is. Something with my mic. Luke Fury said him and John Harley are the only 2 I want reffing my matches. There you go.
That's all right. I appreciate that.
Harkey. Oh, he said he misspelled it. That's okay. I mispronounced one of the referees' names on my video last week when I was telling everybody who was coming in here. So I have to apologize to him on Friday when he comes on the show.
It happens.
Hey, it's all good, man. Yeah. But one of the conversations that we were going to talk about, we spoke for a few minutes before the show to kind of get to know you. And there was a Facebook post put out to the media that said, looky here, here's referees having gimmick names and all this. What? Okay, before I get your answer to that, I'm going to tell everybody my answer to that. I'm a fan. I appreciate that because I believe that the referee is just as important as any wrestlers that come to the ring. Without a referee, there's mass chaos. There's no, the match, unless it's a no disqualification, whatever. And even if it is, you still have to have a referee to declare the winner. So one way or another, you got to have a referee in every match. So in my opinion, as a fan, who cares what their name is? If you don't know their name, it's not something bad, but to know their name is good because, like your son, you were talking about your son earlier, has he ever asked you why the name change or anything? Why Dad, do you go up there under a different name?
I think he understands the character concept and the gimmick thing to a point.
Okay.
So I think he understands that much. So he understands. And then my whole thing was I wanted to separate myself from fan and referee because I'm still a fan. I mean, I'm still a fan. I still want to go to the shows and watch and be unbiased and watch and cheer and boo just like anyone else. But, that changes once I'm in the ring, and that's when Xander's there. That's official Oxley is there. That's who I am. I'm authority. I'm a referee. I'm unbiased, and that's what I want to be. So I want to differentiate that between the two.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I love that. I love that answer, man. And wow, we got a lot of people talking, man.
Well,
how y'all doing tonight?
How's it going? And my thing is this too is,
Go ahead.
if you say, if you don't know a referee's name, if you're doing a really good job and you're doing what you're supposed to in there and you just have that look, I think that they'll know your name.
Right.
They'll want to know your name.
Right.
And I think that's important too.
Here's another point. In most shows that I've been to here in the last 6 months or so, they announce the referees. A lot of them do. Referee in this match is blah blah blah, and then they start announcing the wrestlers. So if you're supposed to be seen, not heard, the old school thing, which I think that's one of the things I'm glad has changed in wrestling. Because the referee has been put in storylines now.
Oh yeah.
And things like that. I mean, like I said, we were talking before the show, and WWE, AEW, you can name some of the referees because they were in storylines. They were things that happened when a referee kicks somebody out and they're part of a news story, the next day, this guy got thrown out from ringside by this referee. They're part of the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's me. My third event in, I took a bump. I mean, I was a part of the main event, and that was part of the spot was for me to take a bump.
You take a bump, you fall down, you don't see nothing. The bad guy cheats, and then wakes you up and pulls you over. We've seen it a million times, and it's still beautiful every time we see it.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's fun.
Right. And I always tease all the referees that I know that I consider friends. And now that we've met and we're talking, I'll consider you one also.
Yes, sir.
I always talk about their blind eye. They always you can tell if a referee has a good blind eye because they know when to turn away and they know when to turn back.
Yep.
Some referees have made the mistake. I've seen it, in my time where they turn too early and it hasn't happened yet. And it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, a lot of the guys that I'm in there with, working with, there's a lot of communication. So, there's a lot of like, hey, come here. There's a lot of communication, thankfully, between me and the guys in the ring. And I do a lot of communicating before the matches. I want to know, what's the finish? What's the, important spots? What's going to happen? That way I can be prepared and know what's going to happen. And like I said, most of the guys everybody that I've worked with, we communicate so well in the ring. There's not really any issues at all. I mean, I'm still learning, obviously.
Right. Right. You're going to be learning the whole time you're refereeing or, but I do have a question to ask because we were talking before the show and you mentioned that, the reason I have this name is because I planned on wrestling, but I ended up being a referee. Why aren't you wrestling?
I want to, and I probably will in the future at some point, but I just wanted to get in there and just see what it was like being a part of it as a referee and just as that aspect and not being, because being a wrestler is full commitment to the max.
Right.
And, I want to, like I said, I still want to be a fan too. And I feel like that'll change a lot once you become a wrestler and stuff like that. And then, like I said, I kind of just fell into it. Like I said, I was just helping tear down and set up and given the opportunity to referee. And then I just kind of fell into it. And ever since I've been doing it, I love it. I feel like that's kind of where I'm supposed to be, honestly.
The way it sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like, well, wait a minute, we ain't got a referee. Hey, you wanna learn how to ref?
Nah, it wasn't that. It was just, I think they just wanted to see what I had and give me an opportunity because that's the thing. I got in there and I've been learning on the fly, really. I mean, I've been learning as I go, other than what I know from watching and seeing personally, watching on, what I'm saying? So everything's been like me learning on the go, which I'm fine with that. And that's what I want to do.
Well, you must be doing it pretty good because I haven't seen any complaints yet. Everybody's been, hey, he's doing a great job. He's going to get better. He's awesome.
I appreciate it.
Well, all except for this guy. He says he can't count.
Man.
There's one in the bunch. There's always a bad apple in the bunch.
Yeah. he was heckling me so bad in our group chat for the promotion. He decided to stop heckling me and do it to me personally in messages. So yeah, but that's all right.
It's all love. It's all love. Tiffany Marie said, "What's up, fellas? How you doing, Tiffany?"
How's it going?
Luke Fury is on everybody tonight, man. He said, "Shut up, you just got beat, Shannon." Oh my God. Luke said, "We're all due you, ref."
Like I said, currently
we're all due you, ref, I think is what he was trying to say.
Right. Well, like I said, I've done NAWA and APW, but I've got a lot of promotions coming up this coming year. I'm booked at a lot of different places, so I'll be hitting a lot of places.
Great.
So,
I mean, I love to hear that. Now, in your matches, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go to our first commercial break, and then as soon as we get off the other end of the commercial break, I'm going to ask you. You know, you said you've had a short career. You've been doing it since September, but there's one match that stands out to you. We talked about it for a few seconds before the show. We're going to talk about that right after this quick message. So we're going to see this. We're going to see this quick message from Retro Toys and Collectibles, and we'll be right back.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro Toys and Collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
Retro Toys and Collectibles in Cherryville. Go on in there. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, movie memorabilia, anything that you collect, he will have. If you're a gamer, any card game, any board game, go look him up. The owner's name is Cotton. Tell him #Truth sent you.
That sounds like my kind of place.
Oh man, I love it. The first time I walked in that place, it was beautiful. My really good friend Chuck Winchester lives up there in Cherryville, and he said, "Hey, Scott, you gotta go to this store." And I went in there, and man, I could have spent all day there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I could have spent all day. I'm a Voltron fan. I'm the old cartoon guy.
Oh yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. And he had all kinds of things in there, and it's fun. Do you what's your hobbies outside of wrestling?
Oh, I game.
You game?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now I have to ask, because when people say they game, there is 50 million role-playing games out there. Which one do you like to play?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I play all kind of stuff because I'm on the PlayStation. That's what I play.
Oh, okay. So you're a video gamer.
Oh well, and I mean, I'm tabletop too. I love board games of any sort. So I don't have any favorites right now. That's usually what we're doing on the weekends, is going and trying to find something new to play and something different to play. So
when you sit down and you relax and you're just wanting to unwind, what do you sit down? You turn on the PS4. What's the go-to game?
Oh, right now is I usually play online. So I'm usually playing any kind of like shooting game online. Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah. Well, I'm always playing. I'm playing with my son, and then I'm playing with my fiance.
You play PUBG or Battleground or any of those?
I play Battleground.
Okay.
I'm like one of those ones. I'll get hate for this too. I've never been a Call of Duty guy. I've always been a Battlefield guy.
It's no hate. I'm not a Call of Duty guy either. I'm a video gamer. There's certain games that your fingers just don't work well with, man. And I understand.
I was never a war game guy anyways, so
I got you.
Metal Gear Solid was always one of my favorites.
Without a doubt, man. We got some people coming in. Tiffany Childers said, "Hey guys, how you doing, Tiffany? Welcome to #.
Hey girl, how you doing?
Jimmy Ward, the
boy.
Now listen, guys, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if Jimmy wants me to announce it. I don't have the poster. I don't think. Let me look. Maybe I do. Let me second look. I
got some of this wrote down too for this stuff.
Okay. So. Oh, so you're gonna be at AWL in March. Yes,
sir.
Okay, well, here we go. There you go. March 4th, 2023, the inaugural heavyweight champion for AWL will be crowned. It's going to be a six-man battle royal or something like that. Six men are going for it. I know that. Jimmy will correct me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
there's a lot of
but the big thing is, it's a free show, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've never been to AWL, trust me, you got to go. I haven't been there, but all the pictures and everybody I've ever talked to, that place is phenomenal. It's going to be a fatal five-way. I told you he'd correct me. It's going to be a fatal five-way. So there you go, man. It's a free show. Listen to me again. Free show, April the 4th. You don't want to miss it. Pack that place up. If you've never been, if you got to travel. It's worth it. I'm telling you. The only thing Jimmy's missing out there is a dome over top of it.
Man,
he's got in his backyard. I'm telling you, and it's awesome.
it's one of the nicest and it's a beautiful venue. It really is. It's amazing. Ever since I got started in doing this, that's one of my go-to places I want to go to and get in, and so that's going to be my first time down there refereeing. Will be March 4th.
There you go. Jimmy Ward said March 4th. So, man, I'm telling you, when I saw it was free, I was oh man. We're getting our car back soon, and I'm going to be heading to some shows, and I'm marking that one on my calendar for sure. Jimmy's been trying to get me out there forever, and now that I know you're going to be there, and this fatal five-way, which has all 5 stars I've interviewed and love, it's just going to be a fun time out there. You don't want to miss this show.
And the food's good, the drink's good. I think he said, what'd he say? Chicken and too. Yep. I think he said chicken and beef quesadillas, maybe, possibly too. Yeah. So.
He said. Max Carnage said hello. Welcome.
What's going on, Max?
Oh boy, Mr. Wrestling Jr. said happy. He calls me happy because I'm smiling all the time. Ask the ref how many attempts he makes before he can count to 3. So there you go. There's the big question for Mr. Wrestling Jr.
Well, there's a few out there that says I can't count to 3. So
I gotcha. Do you love it when people get into your reffing? Like, a lot of refs have a reffing style. I mean, some refs are real quick to the draw. Some refs are really quick with their 5 count. You have to, just like a wrestler, when 2 wrestlers are feeling each other out, the wrestlers have to feel out the referee too.
Well, I've been told I needed to slow down on my counts, and that'll, like I said, that'll come with time. I'm pretty quick on my 3 counts, which I need to slow down as well. My 5 counts, I just communicate. And when it comes to like 5 counts and stuff like that, I actually communicate with like the guys, and like, what I'm saying, some guys will be like, look, don't count too quick. Let me work him a little, what I'm saying? So we like I said, we communicate a lot. So, and then you got the promoters.
Do you get excited? Because I know you said before that you're a fan. So when you're in there and you're in the middle of a match and, you see the bad guy cheating and you go to do your 5 count, has there ever been, you lose track of, you're so excited for seeing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, you're
like, wait a minute. Yeah.
At all. No cadence.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I get lost in it because, I get, like I said, I'm still a fan. So ringside, it's like I'm screaming and hollering ringside. So like when I'm in there and I'm next to these guys and I'm having to actually tell them what to do, that's another thing. Is like I got to have that authority. So I got to get back to having that authority and like, look, guys, you got to listen to me. So I got to break that fan away.
You changed the dynamic of, the referees. People don't realize this because it's just, they're so fixed on the wrestlers that the referee kind of makes the match, the cadence of the match, the style of the match, the the flow of the match goes through the referee. Because if not, the bad guy's just going to cheat all day long. You're over there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He releases, and a lot of times they look at you and they like push you, or they're like whatever. I got till 5. Leave me alone. it's
But I
fun
love
to
that
watch.
interaction. I love that interaction, and I want that interaction because it just makes it even better. Because I don't want to be one of those referees that's a knot on a log, just standing there like 1, 2, and then there's a big spot, and you're just standing there, just looking like it don't affect me. I sell
Right.
it. Like when there's
Right.
a big bump or a big spot, my hands are going up. I'm cringing. I'm turning my
Right.
head. I'm in it. But I'm not doing it just to sell it because I want it to look good. I feel it.
Right.
You
I've got
know.
to ask, because like I said, each referee has a style. Some referees, when they get down, like when there's a pin, some referees slide on their belly, some get down on their knees and count. What's your style? Do you
I
do
baseball slide.
you baseball slide?
Yeah,
I
I
love that.
slide. I slide
I
in with
love that.
feet first. Yep. I slide
Oh, I
in
love
because
that.
I'm left-handed, so I got to slide in on that right side and
Not very
hit.
many left-handed
Yeah,
referees, so that's
yeah.
different too.
Well, it makes it
So
a little more difficult. It's hard to get on it's hard to get on the sides of the shoulder when you're left-handed. It really
there
is,
you go.
And then headlocks are always a certain way, so I'm always having to circle constantly.
Right.
So
I missed a few comments, so I don't want to leave anybody
no,
out.
go ahead.
When we were talking video games, Jason Becker said he loves Metal Gear.
Yeah,
Oh boy, AJ Frost
there's
giving you
we'll
the
talk
handshake.
we'll talk about him in a little bit.
Okay. Oh, now see, ding story.
Yeah,
I love that. I
yeah.
love that. Luke Fury, Luke Fury's the enemy of everybody. I'm figuring that out right now. Luke Fury is just everybody's enemy.
Instigate,
I think AJ Frost better watch his back. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying to stir the pot or nothing, but I'm just saying.
yeah.
Mr. Wrestler Jr. said, best ref in the business, Judo Gene LaBelle, because if you got out of line, he could legitimately stretch you. Have you ever been in a wrestling match? And a wrestling match. Have you ever been refereeing? I know you've only had like a dozen matches, but have you ever been refereeing and something didn't go the way they said it was going to go? Like everything had to change.
No, I mean, there's been, a few missed spots and a few things that didn't go as planned, but as far as like completely blown and had to switch up, no, we've had no issues,
Okay.
thankfully.
Okay.
No,
I got you.
no.
I mean, NAWA, I mean, the Bunkhouse Stampede, I mean, we did a whole promo week on that
Yeah,
show alone, and it was amazing. Was you at the Bunkhouse?
no, actually was recovering. I was recovering from pneumonia.
Oh, no. Sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Are you
So
feeling better?
yeah, it's lingering. So I still got that cough and stuff in my lungs, but other than that, I'm doing okay.
Don't
But
do it in public, though. Don't do it in public.
no,
Everybody, you'll
no,
want to put
dude.
one of them swabs up your nose,
Yep,
bro.
yep.
Don't do it.
No, man, I missed it and I hated it. I beat myself up so bad because I wanted to be there so bad because that's where I started. And NAWA is my home and
Right.
they're it's a good promotion. They're just like family there and I love it there. And yeah, I missed it and I hated it, but it was for the safety of myself and for the other
Right.
guys,
Right.
so
Right. If not, there would have been COVID tests all around, bro. I'm just
yeah, I'm saying,
we don't
yeah.
need that. Oh, I got a Gonzo bomb with Luke's name on it. I bet you do, sir. I bet you do. Alexander Polk. I bet he's happy. This is a huge Chiefs fan. I don't know if you're a football fan, but this guy right here is Chiefs blown. Do you like football?
I do not.
You do not. Okay.
I used to.
Sport?
I used to love football. I used to watch it religiously, but I just kind of got out into it. I'm really busy like on the weekends and stuff. When I had a child, I've spent a lot of time with him and do a lot with him, and I'm always outdoors too. I'm a big hiker. I'm a big hiker and a big fisherman, so I'm usually outdoors doing something.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into that here real shortly because that I like that too. So Jason Becker said the bunkhouse was a great time. I seen videos of it and it looked amazing.
It did. It looked awesome.
That bunkhouse has created for NAWA a ton of feuds that are going to come forward out of that Trust me, I've seen it. It's going to be good. And I am looking forward to seeing what NAWA has in store. Michael Elliott's already talking to me about the next show and helping to promote. And I'm all in, man. I'm having a great time watching that show. And he does a great job. And the wrestlers out there look like they're having a blast. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
Alexander said, Chiefs and racing keeps me going. There you go. He loves NASCAR too. I'm not into NASCAR. That's
another one that I used to be into, and I'm not anymore. So much has changed in the sports over the last 10 years that it's just not. They're not what they used to be.
Right, Becker. Oh no, especially when Frost lost his title. Who's the man now? Oh. Hey, I interviewed the guy who's the man now. That was my last interview before right here. So, he had a good night. He not only won the bunkhouse, but won the United States Championship right afterwards. And of course, in good old AJ fashion, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you got to be ready because he could turn it in at any time, and he proved it.
Yeah.
I love those kind of matches, man. How about reffing those kind of matches? They're kind of long, but do you like reffing a match like that? A 30-man over the top battle royal?
Well, I mean, I hadn't got to, but I'd love to.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, that was a plan. I was going to be there and be a part of it and stuff, like I said, but next year I'll definitely.
You've done tag team matches, correct?
I've done tag team matches, yes. Yep.
Okay, so which do you like better, singles or tag?
Man, well, for me being so, I guess I don't want to say new, but just still getting used to everything, it's hard to keep up with all them boys in the ring when they're going at it. But I love it. I mean, like I said, I love the chaos. So it's fun.
There's a lot of that blind eye that happens in tag teams.
Yes, very much so. And that's what I'm saying. And that's where like a lot of that communication comes into play. Like there's a lot of communication there, where the guys are like, bringing me to the corner to like, when they're fixing to like try to get in and they're not supposed to be, so there's like I said, there's a lot of communication. So it's fun. It's fun though.
Without a doubt. All right, man, we're going to take our second break. We're going to run this commercial now. I tried running this commercial on my last show, and it showed up as nothing but black on the screen. I'm hoping it works this time. If it doesn't, somebody please tell me when it ends. There'll be a minute, 20 seconds of black. If not, I apologize ahead of time. But Pro Wrestling Union is going to have a great show coming up in March. It's undisputed, and let's just check it out. March 11th, Undisputed Pro Wrestling Union. It's going to be at a different venue than they're usually at. It's going to be at Sims High School. So make sure you get the correct address and head out to Pro Wrestling Union, man. That another great show in our area, without a doubt.
I'll be there.
There you go. See, you're going to pop up everywhere. I love this. I love this.
I'm trying to.
I got Luke Fury said, "Who is Jason Beckner? Who asked you?" Oh, snap. Jimmy Ward said he won the bunkhouse and AJ's title because King Enterprise failed to work as a team. I wish I'd have been there to see that, because them not working as a team, that had to be. It usually don't happen. I'm just being honest. He wants to know where y'all gentlemen going to be Saturday. Luke wants to know if you're going to be anywhere this Saturday.
I am probably going to make my way down to APW in Bowling Springs.
Okay. I unfortunately will be at home this Saturday because I'm still without a car, but that will get corrected soon. We're just waiting on our income tax to come back, and that's all going to get straightened out. And then I'll be back out to shows. So I'll be missing this weekend at least, and hopefully next week we'll be getting our car. That's the plan. Now, whether the IRS is going to cooperate with us, that's a different story. Michael Ruff said, too cold to hold. He's checking us out on YouTube. Thank you, Michael Ruff. Appreciate it. Oh, AJ said, Jimmy Ward, it was Gavin Tyler's fault. Ooh, dang, went after his son. Oh, man. And Jimmy Ward said, Adam Cantrell, negative. Jimmy's being polite tonight, man. He's in a good mood for some reason. Luke's trying to tell me that my commercial didn't, and then he said, just joking. Everybody saw it. Okay, thanks. You almost got me there. You almost got me. Jimmy Ward said, hard to blame Gavin when Luke is stomping his guts out the corner. Man, I love it. Oh, Mr. Wrestling said, F that Cole Makamuka goof. Mr. Wrestling Jr. does not mix words, man.
None.
Speaking of that, I promised after the last commercial break we were going to talk about a certain match. Then I'll get back to the rest of the comments. You said you've had like 12 matches that you refereed. Yep. You're pretty young. You're green, if you will. You're still green, learning. But you did have a match with somebody who's very popular in our area. Tell us about that match.
That was New Year's Eve resolution at APW in Bowling Springs. It was Mr. Number One, George South, versus AJ Frost.
Oh, no, tell me it was that the match where
with the light bulb. Yeah,
George South destroyed AJ Frost. Sorry, AJ, I just got to call it like I see it. Oh my goodness,
it was one side. It was one-sided.
Yeah. Light tubes busted over AJ's head. AJ went through a door. I think he bounced off the table. I don't think he quite went through the table. He bounced off the table. I mean, it was a powerful match, man.
That was one of the most amazing matches to be a part of. One with just being in there with George South, especially this soon.
Did George South call you a goof? Did he call you a goof at least one time?
No, he did not. Man, you know what's funny is I went in there with all this like, man, George is hard on people. George will call you out. George will do this. George will do that.
He will.
Oh, I know he will. I've heard and seen. So like, I went in there with the most nerve-wracked mindset because I was going to be in there with him because I was just waiting. But he was the most soft-spoken and the nicest people to work with, and he was just. You know what's cool
about George South, and he might be that way, and he'll do it, but he'll do it in the ring and make it look like part of the show.
Oh yeah,
and that's what's cool about George. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can't do that. You know, he'll sit there and go, "Why did you count three? Why weren't you positioned here? Right. Why weren't you?" He'll teach you in the ring without the audience being privy to it.
Well, that's with the table. You know, he asked for the table, right? Well, we slid it in the ring, and then he was like, "I'm not gonna set that table up myself. You set it up for me." So you know, I had to set the table up for him.
Jimmy Ward said he did call him a goof. He told Mr. Oxley to stay out of the way.
He did say that in the ring, but like what we're talking about, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, there was many a times in the match where he's like, "You will not stop this match. Do not stop this." You know, and all I do is, "Yes, sir."
Right.
But it was amazing working with him. That match was amazing on both sides. And then after he come up to me and shook my hand and, you know, praised me, and you know, he said, "You did good, ref. You did amazing." And he kept thanking me, and that's enough to just
George
You
South
know.
thanking you is like,
Yeah,
it's
that
like one of those moments.
it really was. You know, like I didn't deserve to be in there this soon. You know,
Right.
and I don't feel like I
Don't
did.
ever say that. Don't ever
Well,
say that. Don't ever say that
I'm
because
humble. I'm very
you
humble. So
you were there for a reason, and
yeah.
being in that match, I'm pretty sure you learned some things. It might not have been a
Oh
whole
yeah.
lot, but you learned some things. I mean,
Yeah.
anytime you're in the ring with that level of greatness, and I will say that he's one of the greatest wrestlers in our area.
And not to downplay AJ because AJ's amazing too.
Oh no.
You know.
AJ is yes.
And,
Even though I don't like his style, I don't like the way he acts, blah blah blah. I'm a fan, boo the bad guy.
right.
But yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, well, and it's funny is because when we're in the because I've been in most of his matches here since I started. Most of my matches have been his. Our chemistry. Our chemistry though in the ring is amazing as far as like getting on to him constantly and him getting on to me, like him pushing me, shoving me, putting his hands on me.
Right.
Me, I'm constantly, getting on to him, about what he's doing. That's our thing. Like when he's in a submission and he's, getting choked out, I'm all in him like, what do you say, AJ? What do you say? And he's like, no, ref, no, shut up. We just have that chemistry and I love it.
It's great.
So.
Man, there's a lot of people talking. Let me try to catch up. Luke said I'm going to be at the Chris Hamrick seminar. That's another great legend. ECW original, Chris Hamrick.
Yep.
Missy Childers. Hey, Missy, long time no see. Welcome back to hashtag. Oh, you're going to miss HWA. Yes, I am. Don't make me cry even more. This will be the second show in a row. Don't make me cry. Gavin said, AJ, listen, buddy, we're supposed to be on the same page. Uh-oh. See, I told you I wasn't stirring the pot. I'm just, Luke fears Big Nasty. Hashtag shut up. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I love it when they argue amongst themselves in the comments. Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
Gavin Taylor, I totally agree. Last show was a off night. Okay, I got you. Jimmy Ward said, lesson learned. AJ said, I didn't want to be the man that killed George South, but I got my revenge and my belt back. Well, it took a lot of damage to do it, though. You took a lot of damage. You took a beat down to get that belt back, too. Let's just say that. I skipped ahead a while ago because he had said that, but yeah, we talked about that. Mr. Wrestler Jr. again, happy. Anybody that gets beaten with light bulbs and barbed wire by another man, they normally don't come out on top. That's fact. Can't argue with that one. Can't argue with Mr. Wrestling at all. Missy said, Mr. Wrestling Jr., choose your words about Mr. Cole. That is my friend. Oh, I love it. Missy said, I can't talk tonight. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Aha! So it's true. King Enterprises have refs on the payroll. Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
Started something up. Are you on the payroll? Inquiring minds want to know.
No, I'm not. No.
No.
I'm unbiased. I don't want to be no bot ref.
You call it right down the middle, like they all say.
Yes, sir. Yep.
I love it.
Now I'll have someone in my inbox saying we'll see about that.
Of course.
I'm sure me and you both know who that might be.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of trash talk after this show gets off the air. I guarantee it. You're going to get a lot of it. Mr. Wrestler Jr. said, I don't like his style. I don't like his look. I don't like his odor. I don't like the sound of his voice, but I like you. I'm confused. Do you like him or not happy? Well, AJ, I love AJ. I love all the wrestlers out there, Mr. Wrestling Jr. I know you have a problem with all the modern day wrestlers, but I don't. A lot of them out there that I love that other people would say are garbage. But, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Luke Fury said, good answer, Travis. Missy said, I like Mr. Cole. We all like Mr. Cole. I ain't going to lie. Missy Childers said, King Enterprises is not in control anymore. Does Missy know something we don't?
I don't know.
Jimmy said, "See, I'm not spreading misinformation. I bet it was AJ in his inbox." Shaking my head. Was he right? Was it AJ?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth.
Down the middle.
That.
Down the middle.
I love that. All right, guys, we're going to hit my last commercial break. It's a quick one. It's only 25 seconds long, but we're going to do this. L&L Fence Company, guys. If you guys need a repaired fence, need a new fence, any kind of fencing, L&L Fence Company, give them a call. They'll come out to a free estimate. I just basically said the whole commercial, but we're going to play it anyway. Here we go.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
Without a doubt, give them a call, man. They'll come out, give you a free estimate. Never too late to put a fence in your yard, and fences are good. It keeps animals out, keeps children and pets in. It's a good investment and gives you a higher property value. So there you go, without a doubt. So we're at that point. I'm going to go ahead and do this a little early, but we're going to continue the show all the way through. But we're at the point where everybody keeps asking, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? I know you got your notes in front of you. So tell everybody, sir, where you're going to be reffing in the near future.
Okay. So currently I'm booked all of March. I'm trying to get some bookings in February, so we'll see. Currently, my next show that I'm booked for is PWF. Patriotic Wrestling Federation. That'll be March the 3rd. I'll be there.
Nice.
Then that'll be my first time there. Yep, and then that'll be my first time reffing there. So the next one will be AWL down at Welford.
Okay.
So I'll be working that one. Then after that will be Pro Wrestling Union at the Undisputed event.
Okay.
And then at the end of the month, I'm working at another promotion, but it's secret. And all the information for it and all the happenings for it will be out in March.
Okay.
So I'll be posting a lot of it when I'm able to. And
she wants to know, say the cities when you say the.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So with PWF, will be in Matthews. It's at the rec center. I can't remember what the name of it is now. AWL will be in Welford.
Right.
Pro Wrestling Union will be in Union at the middle school. I can't remember the name of the middle school now.
Sims, I believe.
Yeah, Sims. That's right. Yes, sir. Yep.
It was middle school.
And then I have one in May, which will be Heroes to Legends Wrestling.
Okay.
I'll be in Silva Wrestling.
I could have. I'm being stupid. I don't know why, but here's the show for AWL, March 4th. Here's there's the Undisputed show that you were talking about. Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmore Highway, Union, South Carolina. $10 at the door. School students $5. Look at this, man. The Heat Seekers and the Heart Killers. That's going to be good. And Deion Johnson. Yes, and look at all the great stars at the bottom of this poster, man. I love it. I love it.
And I will also be at the next Pro Wrestling Union event for the junior title show. For the junior title. That is May 29th.
Okay.
I'm sorry. April 29th. I'm sorry.
April 29th. I have to get caught up on all my posters, ladies and gentlemen. So excuse me if I'm lagging behind. I'll be honest with you. Today I kind of took a half day off and I was listening to Tom McDonald most of the day. If you don't know who Tom McDonald is, go check him out.
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very controversial.
But in a good way.
Oh yeah. He spits the truth, as they say. He spits the truth. I love him. Oh man, I'm telling you. So where do you see yourself in the near future, man? What is your goals? Are you eventually going to switch over to becoming a wrestler? Are you training to become a wrestler while you're refereeing, or is right now you're just concentrating on reffing?
Right now, I'm concentrating on reffing because I really need to just get my reps in and just be in there more so I can just hone my craft, because that's the reason why I want to hit all these promotions and venture out, because I want to be around all this different talent, all the different referees, all the different promoters, and soak up all that knowledge that I
I was
can.
about to say soak up as
Yeah,
much as you
yeah,
can, and
yeah. That's me.
You are getting a lot of great compliments. Missy said you are doing good with bookings. The Saint said it's interesting to say the least. I think when we were talking about Tom McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, the Saint, I think he's off this week. He might correct me if I'm wrong, but go check him out on Thursdays and Sundays, the Wrestling Wire. You don't want to miss it. I apologize. I don't know his partner's name, but he's got a new partner on the show. Maybe he'll tell me in the comments so I can say it right. And they're doing great over there. I love that show. Go check them out. Definitely. Missy came in late. She wants to know, have you ever reffed at NAWA?
That's where I started. That was my first match, and that's pretty much home to me. So I don't have any bookings for NAWA. The two of those bookings are going to be on his dates, and I had them booked last year. Yeah. So and even though I want to work it, he's really big on stick to your bookings regardless.
I understand that, bro, because I've had times where I've said, hey, I'm going to show up at a show, and then I find out that it's the same time an HWA show is. And I'm the HWA fan club president, and it hurts my heart. HWA show. Everybody knows that. So, I feel you on that, bro, because HWA is my home. And if I miss the show, I hurt. Even if I go to another great show, and I went to a ton of shows.
I'm not saying anything bad, but I feel bad. I really do, because I want to be there. So hopefully I'll have throughout the rest of the year, I'll get NAWA's bookings, and then I'm going to be booked at the promotion that I said that I'll talk more about when it's able to. I'll probably be booked at most of its dates as well.
I'm going to try to pronounce this right. I'm probably going to hack it, so I apologize, Saint, and to your partner ahead of time. But I think it's David Estacado is on the Thursday show. There you go. That's good. His new partner. Oh, yeah. I love it. He's a great announcer. Now, I have heard him do commentary for matches. David Estacado does commentary for wrestling matches, and he is great to listen to, man. I can see him going up to be on one of the big shows. I mean, he is really good. And the interesting comment was just an in general statement. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. At least we're interesting, Travis. At least we're interesting.
My inbox will be full here in a little bit.
I'll take that any day of the week. Interesting. Yeah. I've been called worse.
I have too.
Without a doubt. Yeah. So, man, let me ask you. I know you've only been in the business for a little while, but I ask this question of everybody, and sometimes it's the same. Sometimes I get surprised and it's different. What would the Travis today tell the Travis that started back in September? What would he tell him with what you know now?
Listen more. Okay. Definitely listen more. And that's anybody in the comments that know me will tell you that too. I'm pretty hard-headed and stubborn. So
aren't we all?
All right, but I'm humble. I'm very humble, and I'm grateful and thankful for the opportunities. I tell Michael Elliott every day, thank you, because he gave me the opportunity, and I'm here where I am because he gave me that opportunity, and I'm thankful for just being here in general. I'm humble, so I'm never going to be cocky about it or say I'm the best or nothing like that. I'm just thankful to be here, and I take criticism well. I just want to learn more. And I don't want to be just a ref or an okay ref. I want to be known. in the area for.
How did it feel the first time you came out of the curtain to go into the ring to ref? Was you nervous? Was there a ton of butterflies? Did you make any mistakes?
Yeah.
Right off the.
So I'll hit my last. We just hit my last match, which was New Year's resolution with George. So I'll hit my first match. So my first match was at NAWA at High Point.
Okay.
It was Carolina Dreamer versus AWOL.
Oh.
Two other like legends in the area who are as nice as can be.
So it was a handicap match. It was a 2-on-1.
No, it was one of the AWOL guys.
Oh, one of the AWOL guys. Okay,
yeah, just one of them. Yeah. And so walking out, I was nervous as could be, but once I got in the ring, it just all of it went away. It's adrenaline rush being in there. So I like I said, I zone out and just kind of get focused in on what I'm doing while I'm in there.
You got to be in the ring with a couple of veterans because both of the all three, no matter which AWOL guy and Carolina Dreamer. For some reason I keep wanting to call him California Dreamer. The song just hits my head,
Yeah.
But Carolina Dreamer, I mean, they're all veterans, man. I bet that was kind of cool. Did they realize this was your first match? Did they?
Oh yeah, I mean, I went up to them. Like I said, I communicate like well with these guys.
Okay.
So like when I was in the back, I told them, I was like, guys, this is my first match, and they're like, you'll be fine, you'll do good, you're all right, no worries.
Missy said, I'm so sorry, I have seen you there at NAWA.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she said they are awesome. I think she's speaking of AWOL. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, right. So it was they were nice, you know what I'm saying? And after I got done, they shook my hands and told me I did an amazing job. So I don't know.
Did they give you any pointers? Any pointers at all? Did they say, "Hey, man, next time you should be over here"? Or
No, they didn't. I mean, they probably could have and should have, but they were just, I guess, being nice and being humble and just not saying anything. They just said I did good.
Right. I wouldn't want to meet either one of the AWOL guys in the dark corner or dark alley. I'm just saying, both of the guys underneath the hoods,
sweet
A1 guys,
yeah,
A1 guys, man.
Yeah, they were awesome.
I'm not gonna say their names because I don't give away gimmicks, but
yeah, good.
A1 guys, man, A1 guys.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I interviewed one on hashtag about a year ago, I think, or a year and a half ago, and it was an amazing interview. I loved every bit of it. So tell me, last question of the night, man. I want to thank you for being on hashtag. Thank you for volunteering.
Yeah, thank you, sir,
for being the first one on Ref Night. But where do you see yourself in 5 years, man? I know it's like that sounds like I'm giving you a interview for a job or something, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I mean, I hope I'm still doing this, but I hope that I've crafted and honed my skills to the point that I'm known for being really good at what I do. I really hope that I can, I'm not shooting for the stars and knocking out a street light, but
hey, but you got to, man. You got to. I mean, let's just be honest. In wrestling, you gotta, Casey Kasem said it great during his radio show as many years as he was on. Keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars, man. You got to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I want to be known and be, respected and people to be like, let's use him because he's really good at what he does, So
I just realized I told everybody how old I was because I guarantee you 85% of the people that are watching this show are like, who's Casey Kasem? They're Googling Casey Kasem right now. He used to do a top 40 show, ladies and gentlemen, back when there was top 40 shows.
Yeah.
Just saying. But, oh, man. I just realized that after I asked it. I'm like, man, I got a young audience. I better tell them who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's been great having you on, man.
Yeah, definitely,
it wasn't that hard, was it? I told you it was just like having a telephone conversation and having a good time. Well, if I have another one next year, I'd like to invite you back, man, and hear some stories and everything that you got going on. You said you didn't have stories, and I think you told 3 tonight. So
yeah. Well, hopefully, if you do it again next year and you hit me up, I'll have a lot. I'll have to try to remember them now.
Oh, man, I feel so bad. Saint reminded me. Yeah. R.I.P. Jay Briscoe, Reach for the Sky. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Jay Briscoe was a great wrestler, him and his brother, 13-time champions. at my mind just went blank. Hate when that happens.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My mind just went totally blank as I was saying that because I was thinking about him. I got his picture in my head because that's all I've seen on Facebook for the last couple of weeks. And well deserved, though. I mean, he was a great one. We lost him way too early, man. We lost him way too early.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're making your son proud. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I've never met him, never seen him before, but I guarantee you when he watches this back, when he gets old enough to understand wrestling and everything, he's going to love this. And I hope you show it to him.
Well, and I hope I see you soon. Hopefully I'll get up to HWA at some point. I'd like to get in there with some stripes on at some point.
Hey, I'll try to hook you up.
Yeah.
I can't promise you anything.
No,
but
that's
I can
fine.
sure give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Missy said we got to meet them at WrestleCade and they were so nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people have been throwing pictures up that they took with them and everything. And man, it's so sad when wrestlers, referees, anything, man, when they pass away young.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if you lived a full life, you're retired, you're in your 90s or whatever, it's understandable. But man, this guy was in his prime. This guy was, I mean, his brother has got to be like devastated.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt. Missy said, I was going to tell you this off air, but Missy's going to go ahead and say it right on there. Reach out to Joey Godfrey for HWA, brother. Reach out to Joey Godfrey without a doubt. But all right, guys. Wednesday. Let's see. I've got them all on here. I know I do. We just talked to Mr. Xander Oxley. On the 25th, this Wednesday, we're gonna have William Melton, and then Friday, Hunter Hagee. I think that's correct. Is it Hagee or Hagee? I'm gonna have to find out because I don't want to mispronounce the name, so I pronounced it both ways. Do you know how to pronounce his name?
No. I'll leave that up to you to have to pronounce it right Wednesday.
I like that. Didn't even attempt it. He's like, no, it's all you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, man. But all right, guys, we will see you Wednesday night. Travis, it's been a blast. Like I said, come back soon. When you get a little bit more experience under your belt and you got a lot more matches, and I love to hear the stories, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And keep doing what you're doing because apparently most of the wrestlers out there enjoy you as a referee. Right. There's a few oddballs out there that, haters are going to hate, if you know what I mean. But Michael Ruff said AJ is the man. Well, he's the man without a belt right now in NAWA. But, was that too soon? I'm sorry, AJ. I'm sorry. But you know what? He'll bounce back. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Wednesday.